All right. So this actually is going to be a foundational talk to how ReGroup operates. And so it'll be one when new guys come, I'm going to get them to listen to. But it's one that I've never talked to the group about as a whole. And so as you'll notice, Lane made it available through ReGroup, and it's called the ReGroup Growth Attitude. And what I want to do is I want to throw out to you what my mindset would need to be a challenge to you. Like, what is it that you need to get the most out of this time together? And so this is when you come to ReGroup on Tuesday mornings, be it in person or online, this is the kind of disposition, this is the kind of attitude that you need to have if you really desire growth in your recovery. So let me just walk through these. First of all, you got to engage. You need to interact. You need to share yourself, open up on your journey, volunteer your thoughts, your ideas. Don't wait to, well, nobody asked me what I think. Suck it up, princess. Okay, like it's not about people waiting on you. Okay, you being here is you're committing to engage. Share what you're learning, share what you're thinking, experiencing, volunteer yourself freely. You've got to engage. You got to come to engage, not come to sit back and, oh, that wasn't very good. No, you make it good because you're involved, you're engaged. And so that's the first attitude. You got to come to be engaged. We've often called this, a band of brothers or wingman, which are both military terms. And could you imagine if I was that sergeant that was in charge of this group of guys, and you come and you were kind of late, you come and you were kind of half-baked, not putting in an effort, you understand, of course, what the sergeant would be saying to you in words that I can't actually say, but he would be laying the smack down and say, come on, pick it up, right? You're making us all look bad, that kind of thing. And so the idea to engage is really critical. Number two is you got to be honest. And for the most part, I believe that's happening. But remember that most people that struggle with sexual addiction also struggle with a lying addiction. We're brutal at being honest. So the lying, the minimizing, the withholding, the half-truths, that's got to end. No more BS. You have to be authentic, be genuine. Simply tell the truth. This is the place you've got to tell the truth. If you're going to get free from this struggle, you got to start being honest, because a lot of times we even lie to ourselves. We fool ourselves. We say, oh, we're doing better. We're not bad. And you got to stop the lying and just, be honest about challenges, temptations, relapses. Just be honest, right? And you got to start listening to yourself, because if you're checking in, you say, oh, I didn't do this week. I didn't do this week. I didn't do this week. And you're listening to yourself. Be honest. What kind of effort am I putting in here? I got to be honest with myself. Right? So being honest. Thirdly, you got to care. You got to step up to help the other guys. You can encourage with words, phone calls, affirmation. Maybe consider a coffee, visit outside the group, pray for and with your brothers, send encouraging scripture, text your support, I'm behind you. But you got to love long and hard. And it's happening really well on WhatsApp. When someone say, listen, I'm having a tough day today, I just see guys swooping in to support and encourage. Well, that's what it's all about. That's what care is. That's what wingman means. Wingman means is you're off on my wing. And you're over there and you're over there, and I got support around me, right? You're my wingman. You're covering that side so I don't get blindsided. And so that's really critical. Fourthly, a really key growth attitude for you needs to be reaching out. You've got to be committed to reach out. It's fully on you to make a call, a text, message on WhatsApp if you're tempted or struggling and battling. I mean, there are really good men in this group that'll help. There's also really good men in this group that are struggling and don't reach out. Like smack in the head. If you're struggling, you see, you've got to reach out, because power, the addiction grows in secret. If we don't break the silence, it just gets more strength and more strength. So we have to break the silence. By breaking the silence, it blows up this thing. And so remember, recovery is a team sport. You got to man up, reach out, and believe you're not alone, and use each other. You be there for someone else, but you reach out when you're struggling. Number 4, humility. Now, most of us are in the mess we're in for as long as we've been in it because we're too proud. Proud to admit we struggle, proud to, even admit to our spouse, if we're married, that we've had this going on. We're just filled with shame, so we just keep silent. And it starts with an honest acknowledgement that you do need help. Like, it's a hard thing to say that I'm a recovering sex addict on my journey to freedom by the help of God. It's hard to even say that. Okay, you might not like using the word sex addict because I'm not really a sex addict. I just can't stop looking at porn and masturbating. Well, call it what you like. But the truth is, it starts with humility. Come to submit to each other, come to submit to the teaching, come to learn, because shame drives you inward and isolates you. We don't need shame, but we do need humility. Humility causes you to admit your shortcomings and come with an eagerness to learn. Oh, buddy, I got lots to learn here. I got lots to learn. And you know, the real dangerous person is the one who thinks he's learned it all. Pride comes before a fall. And I'll be honest with you, I'm much older than all of you. And I just want you to know, the longer I'm a Christian, the longer I know Jesus and the longer I know Dave, I tell you, I need Jesus. I need Jesus. Now I recognize that God continues to refine my life, and I'm not needing Jesus for the same things I needed in my 20s and 30s, but I need Jesus today as much as I did, in some ways more, because I see my own inadequacies. So it starts with humility. Number 6, respect. Respect. And by the way, guys, when I'm done these 9 growth attitudes, I'm going to talk and ask you these questions. Which one for you do you find the easiest to do? And which one for you do you find the hardest to do? So get your head thinking. My easiest one is this one. I do this pretty easy. This one here is my hardest one. Okay, so think about that. So number 6 is respect. Don't be the weakest link. Don't let other guys down by your lack of effort. Do your work. Read, grow, push yourself. And thus you'll be strengthening others by your example and by your commitment. Text to inform if you're not going to make a regroup. Okay, like guys did today. Sorry, I can't because of work, or I got to go early or whatever. That's respect, right? But even, if it starts at 6:30, 6:35 isn't respect. It's better to be here. I click her on, I don't know, I get the thing from Lane and I just click on and I'm chatting with people ahead of time. It's okay. You can do that. That's respect, right? And by the way, you say, oh, dang, it's so early. You know what? If you're going to get through this recovery, it's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of effort. You can't be lame. You can't be it's so early and whatever. I mean, all those excuses. Respect one another. You do your part, and we go from there. Number 7, obviously, maybe assumed, but confidentiality. You know this is needed, and you want this. You want to know that the guy's got your back and don't blab. What is shared in the group stays in the group. No names, no details are shared elsewhere to anyone. Be open with the guys in the group as much as possible, but only with those guys. Now, it doesn't mean you don't have another accountability partner about your stuff, but you don't share the stuff in the group with other people. Okay? Be trustworthy on this, that your lips are sealed. Okay? It's like going back to the military thing. If you get arrested, but not arrested, if you get captured and they're torturing you, they're gonna shove bamboo shoots up there. They're gonna, cut you open and threaten, electrocute you and all this. And you're not gonna say a thing. You're not gonna say a thing. Done. You go ahead, electrocute me again. I'm gonna be fine because I'm not telling anything about this group. So confidentiality. I opened this with the very first regroup we did some time ago. But grit and grace. Number 8, grit and grace. See, there's this balance between grit, which is gently rubbing off each other's rough spots like sandpaper. I used it, frankly, I guess it was Monday night. No, that was Sunday night. Sorry. I was finishing a project for my daughter and son-in-law, and I had the sandpaper going, and I have this picture already. I can feel the rough edges. Okay, I got to sand here some more. You see, you can see each other's rough edges, and if you love each other, you say, "Hey, listen, you know, like Jack today. I said, hey Jack, I just need you to be clear. You know, are you back to day one and stuff?" And he said yes. Okay. Well, that was me trying to be a little grit, but also I also went on with grace, didn't I, Jack? I showed my support and love, and the rest of the guys in the group did that as well. And so grit is you're going to call each other to greatness. You're going to be loyal in the times of struggle, but you got to challenge excuses, alibis, explanations, minimizations, justifications. We're king of excuses. And, you know, boys make excuses, men make changes. Remember that. And so the challenge is to come alongside when the guys are thinking about quitting and giving up. When they're, I can't do this, right? I'm not going to make it or whatever. Step up and be a wingman with both grit, encouraging, and grace, loving them through it. And finally, faith. It's right on my building. Put God first, life goes best. And that's the life statement that I taught my family, those 6 words. Guys, kids, if you put Jesus first, life goes best. And we all need Jesus to decide to fully surrender to the Lord and his plan for your life, to be in the Word, read and try to apply it, to let God anchor you through this challenging process of recovery. We need him. And Philippians chapter 2, I just for a month have been studying the book of Philippians, and chapter 2 verse 13 says, God is at work within you, helping you want to obey him, and then helping you do what he wants. He gives you the desire and the capability to follow him. So you keep surrendering to him, that desire to follow him and do what's right, and also the capability. He strengthens you to do that. So helping you to want to obey him and helping you do what he wants. Philippians 2:13. So ReGroup is a band of brothers. The guys on this call are your wingmen. And the challenge is that you need to be a wingman for them too. So there's the ReGroup growth attitudes. Those 9 things would be what all of us need to carry with one